Yo, yo. What's good, what's good, what's good? We are live. About to get started here. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yo, yo. I said yo, yo. How's it going? Gold has pushed up nicely. My OBS go. Bruh. I said, what's good, bro? Y'all are boring in the chat. Wait, what's going on? Y'all awake? Y'all alive? Or y'all just want me to talk to myself out here? What's good, yo? How's everybody doing? I'm getting off. You guys are boring. I'm getting off. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Frig, man. Where's the energy? Come on. Damn. You want to make money? You want to make millions? You need energy. Money is energy. Alright? That chat's just boring me right now. I'm about to go watch a movie or something. Have y'all even watched the new YouTube video? I'm done with y'all. Sorry, it's Sunday and I'm already... Y'all got me here already. Sunday and I'm right here. I'm right here. Bruh. 494 views. Damn, like frick. Y'all lacking on this one. Y'all lacking on this one. That was good. Oh, well, there we go. Damn. Oh, shit. There we go. Damn. Oh, look at that. Alright, what are we looking for on gold? We're looking for buys. Alright, we're looking for buys. We're looking for buys on gold right now, alright? Gold buys. Let's see. Came on here because gold looks like it's setting up. We're looking for a trade on gold. It might just keep going up, but what did it just hit? 37? I would like to see if gold could pull back to like 4,035, 4,030 area. If we can get a good little sharp little pullback. Good little sharp little pullback. Little gold. I like what we just did. Where the fuck's the moving averages? Yeah, we're above the moving averages too. We just broke out, so we should get a pullback. Like, I know gold, and I know it could just keep going up and give a shallow pullback, but hopefully we get a bit of a deeper pullback on gold, and we're looking for maybe that next leg up, next move up to like $4,080. We'll say like 4,070. Right about there. Looking for a pullback on gold. Alright. It's really simple. Not a lot we gotta talk about tonight. Real simple here. Wait for the pullback tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. Like I'd keep. I'm gonna sit like this on the chart until it pulls back. All right. I'm just gonna sit here, eyeballs wide open, until your eyeballs like start hurting. And yeah, that's the plan tonight. I'll put the white screen on so my eyes just get like wrecked. That's the play tonight, yo. That's the plan. Yo, these are on. Gee, I gotta turn those off. Battery. Let's see the 1 hour. I'm looking for buys on gold tonight. Really, like maybe going into London. Like I want to see. This just broke out, so that the way it just moved confirms like it's bullish for me right now. I don't think it's gonna dump or go down. I think we're gonna go up. We just broke out of last week's like pretty much full consolidation. Pretty much the market has been consolidating down here. We just broke out of that completely. See, like we just been sideways. We just broke out of all that sideways. Up, down, up, down, up, down. We just broke out. So we should get like a pullback continuation. I would look for continuation setups on gold. I would look for continuation setups to continue going up. I think just because the move it made, it opened up pretty strong today. Strong bullish movement to start the market off. So I think with that being said, the market has some bullish momentum. I think direction's been kind of found here. I think it's established some direction. So yeah, looking for pullbacks, looking for continuations on gold. That's the play for tonight, yo. Or maybe tomorrow, like to start the week off. We broke out of the consolidation. We're above the moving averages. We just got you can see the moving averages here. I got the 20 moving average and the 50 EMA. If you can look in the top left corner, you can see right there what I'm talking about. 50 EMA and then the moving average. So you can see we just got like a little bit of a crossover there right here. So that's called a moving average crossover. So when the candlesticks are above the moving average, one like here is another one. You can see here there's a crossover of the blue one. So see over here where I've got the arrow. See how the candles price goes above the moving average and then it comes up to this red one up here. And then it comes back to the blue one and it hits off that blue one and then eventually goes down, and now we've come up above. So the more this stays up here and gradually pulls back, this red one will kind of flow up, the blue one will come behind and it's kind of like a moving support. You could look it up. You could go on Google. You can go, yeah, you could look up moving average crossover. It's a strategy in trading. In trading in general, it's just a strategy. So moving average crossover. Look it up. If you've never heard of it, look it up after this or something like maybe tonight if you've never heard of it. Moving average crossover. Look it up. You can look it up on YouTube. There's probably videos on YouTube about it too, probably for sure. Has to be. I learned this strat. I learned moving average crossover like one of the first things I learned like 11 years ago in trading. Most of you guys should be aware or familiar. I would think. But yeah, we're looking for buys. We have a clear chart that says, you know, maybe buy setting up. I think we're going to continue just breaking out. Try to go up more. What was this day? What was that? October 9th. October 10th was fucked. Crypto. October. Oh my god, that week was fucked with crypto. Look at this level to the left here. You can see previously there was a time price broke above this level and did a retest and bounced, but then it went. There was a crazy. Yeah, I forget if there was dues that day or what that was exactly. Gold buys. Look for pullbacks. Try to scale in maybe. Like hopefully it gives us a decent pullback tonight. Like hopefully we get a fat pullback on gold. It could pull back, come down. Like look at this, for example. See those wicks. If it comes down and it's like bearish, it could end up closing like wicks, have like wicks here, and then still end up making the same move. Something to be aware of. Chart looks clear tonight. We might be going. Hopefully, we're going into an easy week here to start off, and we get it. This is a clean setup. We got a clear one. I haven't had a chart like this in a while. Like this is, yeah, break and retest. Like this on the 4 hour. It's been a while since we've had like one of these on the chart. Let's say. These used to be always like back in 2021, 2022. You'd see these always on the chart. Might be a clear one. Hopefully it's $100 challenge is going good. I'm up 60 bucks. Fuck, $100, man. I've barely been trading it. I've been trading my other accounts. I'm up 60 bucks. I lost the trade and then, yeah, I'm up 60 bucks. So I was limited last week to a trade. I was in a drawdown on a trade and I wanted to put an entry, but it wouldn't let me because I'm not using like 1,000 leverage. So yeah, I'm at 160 bucks. One second. Oh yeah. The heck is this, eh? Afro House or what? Oh, there we go. Any questions? We're gonna keep it short and simple probably tonight, guys. Like we just got a clear setup here. We gotta wait, let the market come down. Let's let's go super charts. Super charts. Here, for example, let's do a little thing here. My name is I don't even know what I just said. Let's put this on every 100 pips. There we go. Every 100 pips, every $10. Bam. So, let's just zoom into the chart here. Let me go to forex.com. I like forex.com's candles more. You don't have as many gaps. Bam. Oh, wow. Whole numbers work really well for gold. Oh, you can actually see it on this chart here. Yeah, literally. If you look at this chart, whole numbers work really well for gold. This is one of my whole numbers tools. It automatically puts the whole numbers for me when I put the indicator on the chart. I can adjust the settings and put it every 100 pips, or every 50 pips, or every 250 pips. Personally, I like to take this timetable off, but put it every 250 pips, every 50 pips, every 10 or every 100 pips, $10. Now, gold will do stuff like this. Here's a few good examples here, actually, on this chart. We'll start here. Like, whole numbers work really well. The market respects them. Like, see here. Now, there can be something you can still wait for. Like, you can wait for the market. If you look at a lot of these candles, for example, look at this line chart. You can see the whole number reacts really well there, but you can see there's actually a wick that spikes above for a period of time here before going down. It's not like the market just comes to the whole number and reacts right away. The market actually goes above the whole number and then comes back down and ends up closing pretty much at the whole number. Next candle opens. A lot of you guys know the whole number strategy, and it's not about just buying at price. You can still wait. Like, a lot of times the market's going to clear liquidity, even like wicks going underneath but reclaiming the level. That can happen often. Like, look at the 30-minute on this chart here. So if you look at this example, the first one, look at the hourly candle. It creates this wick above the whole number, but then closes back down. If you're looking at the 30-minute at the same time, you can see the 30-minute has a doji there. That's what can happen a lot around these whole numbers. This chart shows a few good examples where you're getting like spikes above or below whole numbers before the market makes even a movement. So it's not about entering right at the whole numbers. The market can reclaim the level. Like, see what happens here at this whole number. Like, it actually went all the way down to here, but then reclaimed it. Even here, you get like spikes above, spikes below these levels, clearing like liquidity before you get a move. Wicks. You could have like a support level, like in the market you could have a support. It's the same thing as having like a support that the market goes through, but then it reclaims the level. Like, you have support levels, like gold could be coming down to a support. There could be like a support that gold's coming down to, and it can go underneath that support, but then it can reclaim that same level and make a significant move still. Same thing happens with whole numbers a lot of times. With wicks, you can have like sharp moves under or above these whole numbers, and then the market can end up reclaiming the level. So you actually get that a lot on gold. So if it comes to the whole number and it doesn't react right away, it doesn't mean it's like a terrible thing. Like the market actually can go underneath these whole numbers before reacting. I already went over the play tonight. Wait for pullback. It's really simple tonight. Nothing crazy. Really, really simple. Simple setup. Wait for it. Do I think? I don't know. Do we really think it's going to? It might not. Yeah, October 10th, eh? Yeah, I didn't even look at my portfolio for like... I don't even think I have looked at my portfolio. I gotta update it. Honestly. Burnt everyone out. 40, 45, like... If it could go below 40, if you want to get an early buy, try to get 35, 40 area. Not 45. 45, I don't think so. I would say... Someone asked about 40, 45. I'd say 40, 35. Not 30, not 45. Oh, this is the first pullback. Maybe this holds. This is the first pullback. So that's like, you have to look at time frames too. Like, okay, 4 hour. I'm going to wait for the 4 hour to pull back. It might not. Or the 1 hour. Like, look at the time frame right now. So you have to be able to, like, if you're trading the market, it's like, okay, what time frame am I looking at? And understanding what could happen in that time frame. Like, this is pushed up, and all I can see is a pullback on the 5 minute. So the question is, am I willing to trade what I see in front of me on the 5 minute? Because you have to understand, like, every time frame is unique to what could be going on in the market right now, or something that you're even waiting for later. Like, I could wait for the 4 hour to pull back, but that's what the 4 hour shows me. The 5 minute shows me a first pullback here, which might continue and just completely go up, right? So it's like you have to be willing to like look at the market from different intervals and say, okay, this is what's here. I'm willing to trade this. If not, just wait for your price. Because like the 5 minute is doing a pullback right now that could just continue, right? That's what could happen based on the 5 minute, right? 5 minute could just continue because that's gold. Once you understand gold, you spend enough time with gold, you understand this happens a lot with gold. Five minute could just continue, and that wouldn't give like a higher time frame pullback. So you could maybe try 2 attempts. Like it's like, okay, I'll try a smaller time frame zone like this. I'll see if the 5 minute holds, go with the 5 minute momentum. If the 5 minute doesn't hold, then wait for the bigger pullback. So it's like maybe there's 2 attempts with this buy. It's like maybe there's buys like now or maybe around this area. This is the first pullback. Does this continue and just keep going up? It could. That's because that's, you know, how charts can work. Like even the 15 minutes pulling back, so the 15 minute might hold. If it doesn't, it's like, okay, we know maybe the hourly or 4 hour goes down, higher time frame. But even look at the 30 minute candle. 30 minute candle has pullbacks and it's flipping green. So it's showing it might just continue on these smaller time frames. Because the move we just got a pretty explosive move up. We just got this move up and we go down. That's what we would maybe want on a 4 hour. But this explosive move up gives us like momentum. It's like reading where the momentum currently is. It's like, okay, try to go at that. If you're trying to go at that, you have to look at smaller time frames. It's like, okay, 15 minute. Does the 15 minute hold? Does the 5 minute hold? Like what's happening up here with this first pullback? Because I can see it on the 30 minute. I can see it on the 30 minute candle pulling back. I can see this on the 15 minute. Well, I might just hold on these smaller intervals. And you have to be willing to, one, recognize that and understand it. If it's out of your understanding, then you don't trade it. If you don't understand it, don't trade it. But that's why I'm able to catch a lot of different types of moves, because I understand different market conditions, right? There's some traders who are A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, step 1, step 2, step 3. I'm not like that. I can find different types of setups. I can find different types of trades based on criteria, market conditions, and how price just moved. So I'm able to catch different types of moves that a lot, like some of you guys aren't able to see. Some of you guys are like, how did you catch that move? Or how did you see it? And it'll end up being really simple, but it's because I'm able to understand different scenarios, different environments, different conditions of the market, where it is in price. So this could just continue. It doesn't have to do the pullback. No, it doesn't have to pull back. So you have to be willing to understand that it could just go with the momentum. It could just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? I'll look at seasonality, yeah. Seasonality, I'll pay attention to it. I have some leverage trades, some. But I don't share those because it's like, you guys see what leverage trading can do? Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't, that's stuff I do on my own. Like, I don't tell people like, yo, I'm in this trade. Like, I do from time to time. But like, yeah, like I'm in Ethereum. I'm in Aster. What was the other one? See, I forget the third one. A little bit of Solana, but yeah, I'm in Ethereum and Aster. With. But yeah, like I don't share those because leverage trading is not like my main. Like I can't duplicate 1,000 leverage traders. Like I'd have to one-on-one one of you guys. Like I'd have to one-on-one all of you. Like it's not like I'm not gonna duplicate how I leverage trade to hundreds of people. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. It's not duplicatable. Trust. Like I don't really talk. That's why I don't talk about leverage trading. I don't bring it up. I don't really talk. I talk about it from time to time, maybe here and there, when the market's in a really good point where it's like it makes sense. But one day I'm gonna make a course on it. But like that's gonna take some time when I really feel like it's the right time to do it. But like I've made some videos on leverage trading that I was gonna upload to the inner circle, but I don't know, like leverage trade, like gold's. How often do you guys see me pull up? You don't see me pull up Bybit, right? Because it's like gold. I'm 90% of the time just watching gold, trading gold. Leverage trading, no, I don't like. It's not something that I bring up here. If I'm in a trade and it's like the right time, like if I enter something fresh, I'll make tell. But like I'm in Ethereum buys and they're like. It's like I'm not gonna be like, okay, I buy Ethereum now when I bought at 3,200, you know, stuff like that. Like I'm in Aster buys, but that's at like $1. But like yeah, like I don't really share those positions personally. It just doesn't excite me too. I share so much info that's like I like to just keep some things to myself and do my own stuff, my own risk, and not get everybody involved in everything I do. Otherwise, I would be bored and stressed out all the time. Like trading's stressful enough. Trading, like, don't you guys? Trading takes energy from you. You guys think like I lose sleep because of this stuff, right? Like I barely sleep at night. So yeah. It'd be too much. It might just continue. Yeah, I might just like go with the fight. Like see this pullback. Yeah, might just continue with the momentum. Might just XRP. I'm bullish on crypto. Like everyone's flipped bearish all of a sudden. Like I'm still bullish long term. Everyone's freaking out, flipping on things. XRP's like in this channel. A lot of people are flipping bearish on crypto, which is good. What would cause the worst pain in most, like what would cause the worst pain? Having the market in a situation where everybody sells their cryptos and just gives it back to the market and then pumps, or just a bear market. Like what would cause worse pain? a bear market right now. So imagine if we got a bear market right now in crypto. Imagine if Bitcoin, imagine if we got a bear market. I mean, altcoins are already so low that it's like, how much pain would that, like, there's already enough pain on altcoins that it's like, okay, push them lower. It's not, push altcoins even lower. It's like, yeah, like it sucks, but it would be like, okay, I mean, altcoins are already pretty much to shit that it's like, how, like, push them lower, go in a bear market. That wouldn't, I don't think that would cause as much pain as like people putting the market in a situation where it just fears people out and people sell their cryptos and then pump the market. XRP probably gonna go up to like these high, like break these highs. Timing, I don't know the timing of it, but like we're holding, like we had the biggest liquidation event ever. That brought back XRP way back down here to like $2. Soon it'll be at 260. And yeah, soon it'll be at 260. Looks like this chart to me looks like, you know, like we're gonna hold this. I just did like a Bitcoin and Ethereum rundown yesterday in the inner circle for like 2 hours. I just ran down Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin's in a pinnacle spot. I mentioned this yesterday. If you're in my inner circle, I talked about this. Looks, we bounce like Bitcoin. This is now a strong signal for Bitcoin. What is this? Oh, why did it do that? Bitcoin's been in an uptrend, steady uptrend channel, and we just bounced off the 50-day moving average. Last time we did this was over here, twice, and down here. I mentioned this yesterday in the inner circle. If you're in my inner circle, we were at the moving average, and I said this is a key spot. We're gonna get a bounce, recovery. Anybody that was in the inner circle yesterday, I know you guys are here. What did I say yesterday? Recovery off the moving average. Look at where we are now. Make sure you guys pay attention. Yesterday, I don't know how many, I literally only talked about Bitcoin yesterday in the inner circle call. I said we were literally on the moving average yesterday afternoon when we did the call. We were at 101,000 yesterday, and I said, watch, we're about to get a recovery. Either that recovery is going to hold strong, fast, and take us into the bull season, or it's going to flush out one more time. I did say, if you're in my inner circle, yesterday we had a whole rundown about this. I talked about Bitcoin and Ethereum for literally like over an hour yesterday. I told you guys yesterday Bitcoin's going to recover, crypto's going to recover, and it's either going to be recovery, flush out, and then go up, or just go up. We're either just going to rip up, or we're going to do something like we did here. I already talked about this yesterday. So it's either going to be like just go straight up, or we're getting that recovery, flush down, move up. If you look at the moving average, we bounced off it yesterday. We were live. Like yesterday, we were live on the move. Like price was touching the moving average yesterday. If anybody was live with me yesterday inside the inner circle community. So yeah, Bitcoin's gearing up for something. I think we're gonna go. I think we're gonna end up going back up. Look at this. It went up, came back, then went up. Went up, came back, then went up. We're gonna go up, come back, maybe go up. Or up to like 130, 140. That's basically like the signal, the trend we need to hold, like it's holding that trend. We hold that. It's gonna be an interesting end of the year here, or maybe by February. It could go down still. I'm not saying it's just gonna rip up. Like, look what I'm saying. It's recovery. Could flush out and take this low out. It could come right back to 98, 97, and then go up. I mean, the market's in fear right now, and it's gonna stay in this fear for a little bit. And it's gonna there's gonna be another move to probably bring it back to fear. Like, look, we're getting a little recovery right now. I bet you everyone's like, oh my god, crypto. Watch, it's gonna probably bouncing right now. It's probably gonna go back down to like extreme fear, and everyone's gonna panic, freak out again, say fuck crypto. I'm done with this shit. That's how it goes. It'll probably bounce back to like fear. We're in extreme fear right now. Interesting times though with that. Ethereum's like, I did a rundown. If you're in my inner circle, watch the rundown. I'm not gonna do it tonight. I'm not gonna do the rundown tonight because it literally took me like over an hour to do the rundown on Ethereum. I did a like 1 hour rundown yesterday on Ethereum. So like, I'm not gonna do the whole rundown tonight. Anybody who was on the stream with me yesterday inside the inner circle, I did a crypto rundown yesterday. We only talked about crypto. We didn't talk about gold. It was Saturday yesterday, so like I said when I got on, guys, gold's probably gonna go for like continuations tonight. We're above 4K now, psychological level. We're above 4,025 now. So ideally, I would like the market to come back to like 4,030, 4,030. Like I would like a pullback on gold. I would like to see if it comes back to like this resistance area here that we broke out of for a pullback. For continuations, if we get a pullback to this area, I'll be looking for buys if we can get a good pullback on gold. All right, that's again the plan for tonight. I would pay attention to crypto because, I mean, one day after another, the crypto will move fast. When it goes back up again, it'll go fast. It's not gonna go slow. It's gonna pump. It's gonna be like 30 to 60 days of just pump and then done. Whenever it's ready. We don't say when it's ready. The big money does. The big money when they're ready. When that's all ready, like this crypto market will pump like crazy. Most people aren't ready for that because now most people are burnt out. And now turning to like disbelief. We will see it. We will see it. Yeah, might get something like we got down there. Last time we were at the moving average, like was here. Like in that area, you can see we hit the moving average right there. Bang. So we're getting that same signal right now on Bitcoin that we've gotten now 2 times. This is the 3rd time, but we've gotten it 2 times in a row. Well, 3 now. This is the 3rd time. Same signal where we hit that, come to that bottom of that moving average. See? So I mean, it's at a very pinnacle point. It's at a very pinnacle point here to finish. I mean, not finish the November, December. You know, like I was gonna say finish the year off, like kind of like going into the end of the year. I think by February we'll make a new all-time high. By February, I think new all-time high. Going into February, the month of February, around February. That's my opinion. Even if we go down more, like I know the market, and even if we go down, like we just made like a $6,000 move today. Even if we flush out, go down, I still think same thing. Gold, just wait for pullbacks. It's simple, guys. The weekly's already flipping bullish. Just literally wait for a good pullback on gold tonight. Maybe going into tomorrow. Just keep an eye on gold. Simple. Nothing crazy. I'm going to wrap it up, though, guys. Like, pretty simple. I went over the analysis on gold. Nothing crazy, you know. We talked it down. We chopped it up here. Keep an eye on your charts. Nothing too crazy to go over tonight. It's not one of them nights. Wait for a pullback. Like, look, we just broke out. We're above the moving averages. We got the moving average crossover. So just, like I said, the first thing I said when I got on is I'm just going to wait for a pullback. You could watch, you know, the smaller time frames up here and see if price holds, but I'm just going to wait for a decent pullback. If the market can give me a decent pullback, maybe back to like this area, and then I'll look for my longs. All right, that's my plan. Gave you guys a plan. Keep an eye on gold, all right? We'll see what happens. Let it pull back. That's all we need. That's what I want. What's a good suggestion to trade crypto? What do you mean a good suggestion to? I don't understand the question there. What's a good suggestion to trade crypto? I don't really trade crypto. Like I'll trade it here and there when the market's in. You gotta watch like my trainings more, and like how I trade crypto is depending on where the market is. Like, go watch the YouTube video I just uploaded. But yeah, like I don't really like I trade gold. You know, I'm a gold trader, not really a crypto trader. I'm a crypto investor. I hold crypto. I hold cryptos, but I don't really trade them that much. Like I'm not trading crypto like I'm trading gold. I might trade crypto a couple times a year, maybe 3 to 5 times per year. I'll trade cryptos. That's it. Enough to count on one hand. All right? That's maybe a couple times a year I'll trade some cryptos. A couple times a year, and it has to be a certain situation, an event, a market sentiment. The market has to be in a certain phase for me to do that. For me to be like, I know what's here, this is what, you know. Maybe a couple times a year I'll trade cryptos. But yeah, like, I don't really like trade crypto. Like, I hold crypto, but I don't trade it like that. I just trade gold. I focus mainly on gold for trading. I use Bybit. Like personally, I don't have recommendations because like I just use I just trade it for my that's the thing. Like I don't know other platforms out. I use Bybit. Like, that's what I know. I use Bybit. That's what I use to trade crypto is Bybit. If you're gonna ask me if Bybit doesn't work where you live, I don't have like suggestions for like, okay, use this platform or use this. You have to ask around or stuff like. Yeah. I use Bybit. But yeah, like that's why, yeah. Yeah, I'll add you if have you commented on? Let me see. Have you commented on the thing here? I just give me some time. If you just commented, give me up to 24 hours to add you. Once you've commented, hopefully you commented on the thing. I think you might have. Just give me some time because I add everybody manually. Comment on these posts. I'm pretty sure maybe you did a couple hours ago. Holy, what is up with my browser, man? Yeah, I'll add you. Yeah, like, what do I think caused gold to spike? Just accumulation, consolidation. Like last week, go look at what I said last week. I said we're looking for a break above 4,025 last week. I said we're bullish. We were only looking for buys last week. We knew gold was going to go up. The weekly, the technicals were there. The technicals were there. I mean, last week I was saying like gold should break above. Like I kept saying I think gold's going to take these highs out last week, and it did. It did this so far. Just the technicals were there. It's low. It's come off of a huge sell-off. Buy the dip. Like price started shifting. Look, we just made a higher high now, technically. Did we? Took out that high. Yeah, I was anticipating this breakout since last week. I was saying 4,025 last week. Multiple sessions. I said 4,025 should break out. We should get a bullish move above that. And then we could look for this exact move. Like, the setup I'm going over right now, I went over last week 3 times. Last week, I went over this trade setup. Like, exactly what we're talking about right now, I've gone over last week. Like, this is same thing we talked about probably 2 days ago on a stream. We probably talked about this, like, gold going up. Like, we've been saying gold's going to go up. I'll probably find it. I don't know why my browser is being so slow lately. What the fuck? I would have said it on a stream. Yeah, I don't know why nothing's loading. I don't know which stream, but I know I talked about gold going up, like, above those highs. Might have been the last stream I did, or it might have been an inner circle. Yeah, I don't know why nothing is loading. This is so weird. I was only looking for buys last week. Like, I was literally giving you guys buy setups all last week, anytime I went on. But I remember saying, like, we're going to break above this 4,025 level. Like, I was saying the weekly looks, last week, like, I was saying, look at the weekly. We're at a low point. Right here, I was saying, right here, when price is at just below 4,000, I was saying this week might flip bullish and next week could go up. I was talking about this weekly all last week, saying we're going to go up. Like, look, right here, here's the part. Like I said this all, like, we talked about this. Everything I'm talking about tonight, like everything I'm talking about right now, I talked about with you guys 3 days ago. So it's like, everything, I swear, everything we go over is never anything new. I've always usually talked about something before. And I was saying, we're going to probably, like, watch. I was saying, we're consolidating, we're going sideways. So what caused the move? I mean, I don't think anything necessarily caused the move. Like, caused what move? I don't really see a move that got caught. Like, what caused? Like, I'm not looking at gold right now like, oh my god, what made that happen? I'm looking at, like, normal price action. I'm not looking at it like, what caused this move? Like, it's a rational move or a, let's say, abnormal move. No, I'm looking at normal price action. Nothing to look at here. Like, there's, what happened? Was there news? Did something happen in the world? No, I'm just looking at it as normal price action from what I was thinking of last week, right? So I wouldn't say there's anything that caused the move. I wouldn't look at this as anything abnormal, because we've been looking for gold to go up, right? Since the end of last week. So I would just say what caused the move, I think, is just regular price action. I don't know if anything specific caused it, like news or something like that. I even went, like, I'm trying to find it, because you'll see, like, I literally went over this multiple times. The break and retest. I said we'll get a break and retest on that resistance probably if we break above it. I don't know if anything. I don't know if there was news that maybe made it spike up. But I don't think so. Maybe I didn't hear of the news. Maybe there's news that happened, but I don't think anything caused. That's not the type. Like, it's just the market opening. Like, it's just market volume opening. I even would have said it here. Watch. I said it, or is it? Man, I know I talked about this like multiple times. Oh, that was on the live stream. Oh yeah, we got out of buys by then. I was live trading. We were literally in buys. If anybody who was in it, this is an inner circle session. We took live buys the other day. I think I did it on inner circle. Never mind. You know, I guess I would have went over it here. I definitely went over it here somewhere. But I've been talking about this. Here it is. I found it. It's right here. See that? I don't know if you guys can see that little image there. See the top where it goes up, down, out. Like, I've kind of been anticipating gold to break up. Bro, can anything load? It's pretty crazy. Like, that is just slow. What is going on? Damn. Like a Walmart Wi-Fi over here. On that Walmart Wi-Fi, guys. Yeah. What's going on right now? This has never happened to me, like, in a while. See right there, bam. Told you. I've been talking about this. I always give you guys the clues. That's the thing. Like, I always give you guys clues of what price is going to do next or what price should be doing. I would say most of the time I'm right. Like 80 to 90% of the time I'm right. I always give you guys the clues ahead of time. This is exactly what we're this right here. This breakout, pullback is exactly what we're talking about tonight. Right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe the voting to end government shutdown, if they end it. Maybe. If gold doesn't go down, continues buy. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe go with the flow. Look for, like I said, you have to look at what's in front of you. You have to look at, okay, like what can you see? Like, it's like, okay, I see this setup on the 4 hour, right? I can see, like, okay, I have a setup here on the 4 hour. I have something. Do I have anything on the hourly? Like, you have to be able to spot something. Like, I can see this. This is probably going to just keep continuing up. Now, I'm holding buys already. That's the thing. Like, I caught buys, like, Friday, so I'm just in buys. Like, if it goes up, I'm already in buys, so I'm not worried. You have to look at this from the time frame point of view. Like, what can you see on this chart? If you can't see anything, then just ignore it. Wait for the pullback. Because it's like, I know how to trade 5-minute pullbacks, but not everyone knows how to. So, like, right now, this is the first pullback, right? You have to be willing to look at it and say, okay, if this is the first pullback and if gold's going to keep going up, I'll trade with this pullback. If you're not comfortable with doing that, you have to learn that, or it's not like everyone's type of trading style. Mine, I will gladly trade a pullback like this because I'm used to. It could just keep going up. That's what I said like 30 minutes ago. The 30-minute, remember I was saying like 30 minutes ago, guys. The 30-minute candle, the 15-minute candle, the 5-minute candle. First pullback. It could just keep going up and keep ripping up. So you kind of have to be willing to either say, okay, this is the market environment for me or not. Like, you have to be willing to look at this and say, okay, do I trust this pullback enough? Do I like the pullback? Am I going to go with the flow, go with the momentum? Like, that's where it's at. Like, gold just broke out. So it's like, okay, do I go with that breakout or do I wait for the pullback? That's kind of like how you have to look at it. You have option A or option B. If option A doesn't work, maybe option B works, right? Because this could just rip up to $4,080 by 3 hours. In the next 3 hours, 5 hours, this could rip up 300 pips. What's the next move then? I missed the move at that point if I'm not in the trade. If it just rips up, I missed the move. There's no move at that point. I missed the move. If it just keeps going and just keeps going buy, I miss the move if I'm not in it. So you have to be willing to look at what is here and say, okay, I'm going to trade this price action because this is the price action that the market is currently offering you, right? The market's not offering you the bigger pullback right now. It could still, maybe later the market gives you the big pullback. The market's not offering you that pullback right now. So you have to be willing to break things down and be like, okay, I see this. This is the first pullback. Now, I don't think everybody understands what I mean by first pullback. I mean, gold just broke out to the upside. So if there's bullish momentum, if the bullish momentum is going to stick, that first pullback, I should ideally be looking at it. If there's bullish momentum, if the market's found direction, and I want to trade with that, the first pullback should ideally work. If it doesn't, I got to plan around that, not plan around if the market keeps going up, what do I do next? No, like the plan is here. Like it's like the first pullback is your plan. If that doesn't work, you have another plan for, okay, price drops lower, I get a different buy. Not if price keeps going up, what do I do then? Nothing, you miss the move, right? So it's like you have to be willing to look at price from different angles or understand price at different angles. I understand where price is because of what it just did. I understand price just broke out. It found direction. So I understand smaller time frame pullbacks could hold in that same direction that the market just broke out of. With gold, you're going to have to spend time on it to understand maybe everything I'm saying. If you don't understand what I'm saying, you got to spend time on gold because it's how gold moves. It's why it won't always pull back to those higher time frame zones because the smaller time frames are just taking the action, and it does that a lot. You have to be willing to look at smaller time frames in their pullbacks inside of the bigger moves. Might be harder to understand what I'm going over right now, but what I'm talking about, I'm not really going over anything, I'm just talking about it because it's just a different environment. It might be a little harder to understand, but that's the reason I'm able to catch a lot of different types of moves that might be like in the moment aggressive, or you're waiting for the bigger pullback, and then next thing you know, like I'm catching a trade that's like, damn, I was waiting for the pullback, but he's in a trade already. How did he catch it? It's just going with the understanding price, going with the momentum. At times, like, why do you think I hopped on a stream tonight? Because I saw price break out, and I'm like, okay, there's a good reason to stream tonight because we might have a trade setup because of the way price moved. Price gave us direction. Price just gave us a confirmation of direction of the way it broke out. But it also comes down to patience because price could still go up. Price could go up to here and still make the same move. So it's like, to answer your question, it's like the same thing we're looking at right now could still happen at a higher price. It could go all the way up to here and do something like this and come back down and then make the move. I could do something like this. I could have like something like this could happen. Price could still gradually increase and still make the move back here, and there could still be a setup around that area. It's not about price looking picture perfect and trying to fit a puzzle with your arrows. Price could just go up, 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 and then 3 days from now it's here. And then there's a trade. 3 days from now it's in the zone. 3 days from now it could go to the zone we're talking about right now, right? So patience at the same time can come down to it as well. Yeah, I caught some buys, but I didn't call anything out. I'm just going over analysis tonight, like here. But nothing crazy. So start of the week, guys. Just stay patient. We're going to have a whole week ahead. Maybe this sets up. It's movements like this, when price catches fire, when price catches momentum, you have to watch those first pullbacks. Remember that first pullback that it does in the direction of a trend or of a breakout. You have to be willing to look at those and analyze those and realize those are in the moment. Those are right now. It's like, if this is going to keep going up, then yeah, it could just keep going up. This thing might just go up to, it could just keep going up to 4,070, right, at this rate. First pullback was respected. I don't know, but I'm going to stick to the same thing I said when I got on, guys. Nothing new, nothing changed for me. It's the same thing I said when I got on like an hour ago. Still waiting for the pullback. Now that pullback could happen tomorrow. What if it happens 3 days from now? What if Thursday the market's down here? Right? Like, still waiting for the same thing we spoke about when we got on. A decent pullback. Now, what's a decent pullback? Well, it just depends on the time frame you're looking at, guys. Like, a decent pullback could be something on the 5 minute, but just understanding where the market is. Like, going with the trend, going with the momentum. A pullback's a pullback, but it's about what time frame can you read it on? What time frame are you good at reading on? Are you good at seeing it on? A pullback's a pullback, right? You can see this was a 30 minute, this pullback on the 30 minute, the 15 minute, and obviously the 5 minute. So it's like gauging those pullbacks out, learning those pullbacks. Like, I started entering small trades when this candle was pulling back. Before I got on the stream, I started entering small trades. Now all those trades are in profit. So it's like this red candle, the moment it started dropping, I started entering small trades. They're all in profit now. Now, I knew this candle was just the first pullback in the breakout of the direction. I've been in trades before I got on. I was in trades before I got on this stream. Guys, I'm not Houdini. All right, like, I'm a trader. I'm a person like you. I'm not Houdini. All right, like, I wish I could just give you guys every single trade I take. It's not. Trading's like as close to being a brain surgeon, right? It's hard. It's not anything. What? I see this red candle. I'm gonna explain something because I'm in gold buys now. I started entering on my own, not a signal, nothing for you. I started entering on my own, just for me. All right. You guys can't expect me to give you every single little trade that I take. If I usually enter something, I tell you guys, or when I'm buying something, I tell you guys, but I'm giving you guys a lesson here. A very important lesson on how I'm able to trade sitting on the toilet in my bed, because I was literally in my bed laying down taking these trades. I was laying in my bed. These trades, I wasn't on my laptop. I was laying in my bed with one hand down my pants. No, I'm kidding. Sure, guy. You know when you sleep with your one hand, it's warm? It's a joke. Everyone does it, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's so true. The one hand, because it's warm. So I was sleeping with one hand. Yeah. So I had one hand on my MT5. And
the other on the MT4.
Yeah. So that red candle, once this thing dropped, I literally was like, this is the first pullback. There's momentum. There's buyer's momentum. There's something here. There's direction confirmed. So like I started taking trades on this red candle when it started pulling back and just scattering some small entries. I'm like, okay, my angle, my plan going into that is let's see if this pullback sticks. Let's see if this pullback holds, right? Because it's the first pullback. So that's one way I'll trade gold, like depending on the situation, right? Like I was in my bed laying down, mind you, woke up from a nap, looked at the chart. Oh, gold's up. Let me watch the pullback. It's mind you, it's a scenario, the situation. It's not. That's why I mean, you know, there's the traders who struggle the most out there are the ones who have like step 1, step 2, step 3. And I used to teach these types of traders. I used to educate them. I used to train traders back in a company that I worked for. I was one of the head trainers to educate. I used to educate traders. I used to teach other traders how to be profitable, but a lot of them weren't profitable. Won't say any names, but yeah, some people you guys look up to, still trying to make 6 figures. The harsh reality of the forex industry. The reason a lot of traders struggle is because they have such a strategy that depends on a market criteria. They need that exact market criteria for step 1, step 2, step 3, which is good. The reason I am able to capitalize on different situations is because I understand this, I understand this, I understand this, I understand this. I don't just understand one strategy. I understand market movements, price, structure, price action, supply and demand, right? Liquidity, break of structure, change of character, market structure shifts, smart money, right? Like I understand a bunch of things that if the market is in a certain environment or a certain situation, a certain phase, whatever, I could capitalize on it. Whereas for most traders, there would not be a trade setup here. It would be like, this is not in my territory to catch a trade. Like I can't buy here because price just moved up. But me, I'm able to scale in on smaller time frames and understand, you know, what price just did and how I can capitalize on this. There's so many different ways to catch a trade. You just have to understand where the market is currently. And I don't always understand where the market is. I'm not 100% looking at the chart like I understand what's happening right now. No, but most of the time I do. So I mean, when you're catching moves, like most traders would not look for buys up here because price just moved a lot. Most traders are going to look for what we're looking for, right? Most traders are going to say, I'm going to wait for the pullback to come down to here, right? And maybe get like a break and retest. Exactly. That's what most traders are going to wait for because most traders understand that. That's easy to understand. But there's a whole bunch of other things to understand in the market that can help you catch moves. But you have to put time on the charts, guys. I've put probably 50,000 hours on these charts. So over 11 years, I've done close at least 50,000 hours, because the reason I know this is because I used to work for a company who used to track my hours of streaming, and I had 30,000 hours totally streamed. Not including chart time on my own, courses I've taken, videos I've watched, Zoom calls I've done, and now the YouTube streams. Like, I've done at least 50,000 hours on these charts, guys. So, like, put your time in. Like, if you guys are looking at me like, how do you know this? How do you know? Bro, I've put 50,000 hours. Like, I haven't put... Some of you guys are just at 100 hours. Some of you guys aren't even at 100 hours. Think about that. Some of you guys aren't even at 1,000 hours. Like, I've put 50,000 hours. I've dedicated my time to this. Some of you guys haven't dedicated your time. Some of you guys are just treating this like a hobby. Some of you guys spend more time at your job than you do here, and you're trying to have this retire you. You're trying to make 7 figures. Like, this has to be your job if you really want it to, like, pay out. Yeah, I've done my time in these markets that I can sit in my bed and find a trade. I can be laying in bed and send a signal. I could be anywhere. I could be in the middle of a desert on an ATV going 80 miles and get off it and send a signal, which is a true story. Right? So it's like, I don't know, the way I do things might be different to the way you do things, but it's just because I have time. I have a lot of time on these charts. I've seen. Think about what 50,000 hours will do. Like think about how many moves I've seen. Think about how many trades I've taken, how many patterns I've seen, how many candlesticks I've watched, how many London sessions I've stayed up for, how many New York sessions, how many Tokyo sessions. Think about how many times I've seen this. Think about how many times I've been here before. So it's like you have to put your time in. Like if I wanted to, I could spend 1 hour a day on the chart and be successful. Because I put the time in. Yeah, it's probably just going to keep continuing up. I don't know. You got to watch. For those asking, like, what's the next play? I don't have that info right now. Maybe just gradual continuations. You'd have to look for maybe, like I said when I got on, I'd be looking for continuations on gold. Continuations. But yeah, like that could be the difference maker there too. How much time are you dedicating? Like, how much time are you actually putting into this? Like, you might think you're putting in time, but you might really not be. Maybe continuations, like, when I say continuations, this is where you guys gotta know continuation stuff. Because I can't predict what the market's going to do 3 hours from now with these candles on a 5 minute. I can maybe predict what the 4 hour could do or the 1 hour, right? Like, pull back to where we said. This is where you guys got to spend time on gold and understand what I mean by continuation. That's understanding and being able to feel momentum, like understanding where momentum is, being able to gauge that and go with the momentum, go with the flow, and look for setups that could help you enter that type of continuation, like pullbacks, break and retests, like if the market gets up, if the market keeps trending up, next pullback, maybe down to 50 and continuation. Like, you have to be able to maybe also forward think stuff like that. Like, see, there's resistance here being made. So if this eventually breaks the resistance, pulls back to the resistance, maybe there's a bounce off of that area, right? That's looking at the 5 minute. Because there's a resistance here. Now we're making a resistance. So if we go down, but eventually we break out of this, it could maybe pull back to this and give you a continuation. That would be with this high, right? We have resistance here, and then it would be above 4,050, so it would technically be a retest of $4,050, which is a key level. $50 levels, we talk about those very often. So a bit of forward thinking matched with understanding what could happen too. Like, this is forward thinking, like mixed with understanding something that could happen if price is going to continue. It's like, okay, what do I have? If price is going to continue, maybe something like this. But still, I'm going to go back to what I said at the beginning. Same thing I said at the beginning. You could still just sit on your hands and wait for the market. One thing too to recognize is you're not going to be a part of every move. So we could know gold's going to rip up. You're not going to be a part of every movement in the market. So who's to say gold keeps going up but doesn't come back, right? So you might not be a part of that move, but it doesn't mean you still can't wait to see if price comes down to there, right? Or comes down. You might not be a part of that move, right? That if it keeps going up, you might not be a part of that, but it could still easily come down to where you want it to. Meow, 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 meow. You know what I'm saying? It's Sunday. We got a whole week ahead. We don't got to rush the market, guys, and understand what every little 5 minute move is going to do. That's where you stress yourself out. Focus on one clear thing at a time. This is what's clear. It's Sunday night. Let's see if this plays out this week. I'll be on tomorrow. So if you're in the inner circle, I will be on tomorrow, inner circle. I don't know when I'll pop back on YouTube. This is a YouTube public stream, but tomorrow morning, if my browser can load. Yep, that was loud. Oh wait, are we live tomorrow morning? No, we're live tomorrow night. We're live tomorrow night, Inner Circle. Tomorrow night. Tuesday we're live in the morning. Maybe like I might be on. I'll probably throw a link tomorrow morning. Like I'm going to bed early tonight, so I can wake up early. Probably gonna go to bed early tonight. Put on a movie. Chill. Probably chill night, going to bed early. Yeah, this is a schedule for Inner Circle. Like it's 8 p.m. tomorrow. I thought I put it New York, but I didn't. Maybe I'll jump on New York. If I do, I'll just throw a link in Discord chat. If I don't, I'll probably just end up sending like a signal if I see one. Pullbacks. Any good pullbacks? Gold is bullish to me. To me, it's bullish. I think we're going to keep going up. So I would just look for pullbacks. Like try to see if you can get some pullbacks on this thing. I think it's confirmed some direction. Tomorrow and the rest of the month, we got Inner Circle sessions. I'll pop on YouTube maybe like 2-3 times a week. But the rest of the month is just mainly for the rest of the Inner Circle sessions. Here, it's on the schedule. If you're in the Inner Circle, check it out. Tomorrow night, we got a training session at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tuesday morning, 7:30. Tuesday night, 8. Wednesday, 7:30, 8. 7:30, 8. Same times. If you just joined the Inner Circle, someone said they just joined. Oh, shit. Welcome. Someone just joined. Oh, well, that's...
We got also the 3 days. 12, 13.
What is up with this browser, bro? Bro. Why is it like this? Oh. It's taking forever to load everything. All of a sudden. Except for TradingView, miraculously, but everything else just doesn't want to load but TradingView. Downtown Toronto's not really that crazy. I've been to way crazier places. Downtown Toronto's not so crazy. I mean, sirens, they go off a lot down here. Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, it can get kind of crazy down here, but you see some stuff. But, heck, I've been to 41 countries. I've seen some things, man. I've seen some shit. I've been to 41 countries in the world, like... Mexico, that's a crazy place. Even just Mexico. I've seen some, man, I had an AK-47 held to me gunpoint in Mexico once. Like Mexico City. AK-40, like, that's fuck. Mexico's fuck. Like, downtown Toronto's alright. I literally had an AK-47 held to me in Mexico City. When I was fucking like 19 years old. Mexico City, man, Mexico is there. Like just Mexico. We were tripping, and we had to give him $300. We gave him $300 USD. True story. True story. That was some scary times. That was scary times. It's definitely a fake account. Is it even a real account? It could, like, yeah, guys, don't trip out on it going up. See, it's at 47. Like, it could just rip up or come down. Like, we have a good setup here. We can wait for it and see what happens. Oh, there we go. If you're in the inner circle, go to first steps. Make sure you comment your Discord username here so I can add you. Make sure you join the public Discord. So if you're in the inner circle, there might be a couple of you guys not in the Discord. Make sure you comment your username here for Discord. I just added you. I already added. Yeah, you got added. Like, see, this person just commented their Discord username. Make sure you're joined. Like, see, I have this post here. If you're not in the Inner Circle Discord, first join the public chat. Then comment your username. Look, I'm at this person right now. Here, let me put it over here. Inner Circle price will double in 2026, guys. 64 more spots at this price, and then I'm doubling the price. Just so you know, if you ever wanted a good Christmas present for life, lifetime access, a good Christmas present for life, the Inner Circle is it. And I know probably a lot of you guys are burnt out from taking courses, going to academies and shit, but I don't bet, I guarantee the Inner Circle course is the last academy and course you'll ever need. I can guarantee you that. If you've been through academies, courses, you've been trading for 2-3 years, a year, 2-3 years or whatever, and you're burnt out, you're tired of taking courses, signals, Discord groups, communities, MLMs that freaking hype you up to jump around a room and preach things that won't make you a trader. If you're tired of jumping in rooms, like, yeah, hey, let me be a trader. You're tired of all that bullshit. Inner Circle is probably the last course you'll need. I can guarantee you that. The Inner Circle will probably be the last academy course that you will need in your trading. I can guarantee you that. If you're tired of all the fluff and stuff out there, all the hype and... Right? I don't know. What rhymes with hype? Inner Circle is the last academy or course you will need. And it's lifetime access. It's not like most academies out there that charge you $200 a month. You know? Once you're in, you're in. You pay your one-time membership fee, and that's all you got to worry about. Is once you make that back, you have lifetime access. And I have students who have made it back in a day, in a week, the same week they joined. Most students make it back in literally like the same week or two that they join, especially ones that are already trading. So yeah, just take that into consideration, folks. Price will double for the Inner Circle. The price will double. So times 2, like, than what it is now. So if you thought it was expensive right now, it's not. It's actually for lifetime access. That's actually like a great deal. The price it is right now for lifetime access. I wish when I started trading, someone offered me some shit like that. Someone that I wanted to, like, damn. I've probably spent $30,000 on courses to get, like, collectively. I've probably at least, my first course was $4,000 US. It was this guy on TradingView. And then I joined this MLM, that MLM, and then I ended up becoming an educator for MLMs. Crazy. Because I was skilled. My first course was $4,000 USD from this guy named like Anil on TradingView. And the guy would stream every day at 3 a.m. So I would have to be up at 3 a.m. every day, and I'd be dead tired the next morning. I've spent probably 30,000 US dollars, just on like information, videos, courses, knowledge, access. So, my honestly, it's a pretty fair price. $1,250 for lifetime access. Fuck. It's pretty much a steal. I would get in before it doubles though. 64 more spots and then it doubles. It's pretty much a steal. Go down gold. I want gold to do like a good drop tonight. Let's see silver. Oh, silver looks like it's gonna go up. Yeah, silver looks bullish. Yeah. Oh, USD cat. Damn. Markets be moving. I'm waiting. I'm gonna stay up all night. No, I'm just gonna watch. Like, I'm good at watching price without watching it. Like, I don't gotta sit on my laptop the entire time to watch price. I can. After you spend time on the charts, guys, you can kind of just like be off the charts, but still keep an eye on price. Like, you have your phone and stuff. Like, Wi-Fi. As long as you have a Wi-Fi connection or data, like you can still like keep an eye on price and levels and things. Or that's what alerts are good for. So if you don't want to always look at the chart, like let's say you want price to come to like 4,035, like that's what alerts are also good for. Like you can add an alert on the chart, so it's like you don't always have to keep looking or keep watching, right? You can add an alert to be like, okay, if price comes there, I'll get alerted, I'll get notified, right? Right now, as a beginner, you should spend 3 hours a day on the chart every day. What is that, 21 hours a week, I think? If I'm not mistaken. 7, 14, yeah. So that's 21 hours a week. Like, I mean, if you want to get good, like, think about video games. How many of you guys played video games and got really good at the video game? The more you played the video game, the better you got at the video game. Duh. There's people who suck at video games, and there's people who are good at video games. People who suck probably don't play video games or enjoy playing them, so they don't play. So one thing is, do you enjoy trading too? Do you actually enjoy showing up? Do you enjoy the charts? Do you enjoy studying? Do you enjoy backtesting? Do you enjoy organizing yourself? Do you enjoy reviewing? Do you enjoy this stuff? Because if you don't, then you might not work as much as the person who actually enjoys being on the charts and putting the time in, right? Then I'll ask you another question. Do you enjoy going to your job? Probably not. Most people hate their job, but guess what? You go because you get paid. So you don't really have to enjoy trading. Do you want to get paid? So that's the thing. Like, do you enjoy your job? You go to your job, you work every day. Do you enjoy that? Probably not, right? But you go for that paycheck, right? I would spend 3 hours a day. It's called a compound your time. There's going to be a difference between the person who spends 8 hours one day. If you go in the chart, and you could study 8 hours all today. You could spend 12 hours today on the chart and study, watch every video, read books, listen to fucking ICT yell at you and me yell at you, or whoever the heck, Leo. You could spend 12 hours today, watch as many videos as you could, read as many books as you could, learn as many strategies as you could. That's not going to be as efficient as someone who spends 3 hours a day on the chart. You can spend 12 hours today, and that's great. You did a lot of time. You put in the work. You organize yourself. You watch videos. You gather the information. But you're better off compounding your time, adding it up every day. Because this 3 hours a day is gonna spread you out over different market days, not just 12 hours one day, 8 hours one day. This 3 hours a day is going to spread you out over time, so you're going to get different market days, different market environments, different sessions, right? So I would compound your time more than trying to go all in on the weekend, study bender, and just stay up all night till your eyes can't hold themselves open anymore. You're better off doing 3 hours a day, 1 hour New York session, maybe 1 hour London session, or 1 hour Tokyo session, 1 hour New York, like different times of the day, back testing. That'll compound your time. 21 hours a week, 42 hours the second week, right? You're going on 80 hours like plus, right? Like 86 hours, right? Like, if I'm not mistaken, around there, like 84, 80 plus hours a month, right? If you want to get, you guys told, you heard me, 50, you heard how many hours I've put in, so let's see, like, how many hours does it take to master something? Like, how many hours does it actually take to master something? To become a master at something, it takes 10,000 hours. Like, how many hours to master something? Master a skill. It takes 10,000 hours to achieve world-class expertise, a concept popularized by Malcolm Gladwell. However, this is average based on research into highly competitive fields and the required areas depending on the skill, your learning method, and the 10,000 hour rule. It's called the 10,000 hour rule. This guy says it takes 20 hours, not 10,000. And depending on how you're learning it, the 10,000 hour thing is just the repetition, the time. The more repetition, the better. Like, you'll master it. Buddy over here, though, disagrees, eh? He says 20 hours. I mean, anyone who's put 10,000 hours into something is going to be better than someone in 20 hours. Like, 20 hours? Like, let's say you've been trading. Let's say you started trading. Let's say November 1st, you start trading. Your first time trading. And then you go to November 30th. How many days have you been trading for at that point? I ask you guys in the chat, like, how many days have you been actually trading there? If you started trading November 1st and you stopped November 30th, how many days have you been trading? Days. How many days have you actually been? How many days? Type in the chat what you think. Type in the chat. See, like, this is a part that most people get mixed up because, like, if you spend 3 hours a week on the charts, you haven't spent 30 days on the chart. You've spent 12 hours. So it's like, yeah, you started trading November 1st and you've been trading since November 30th. I've been trading for 30 days. I have 30. No, you have a couple hours of experience, really, at that point. Like, I mean, minimum, if you put 1 hour a day, you have 30 hours of experience. I mean, come on, like, 40 hours a week is the regular 9 to 5. Think about that. So, like, you don't have days of experience. Some of you guys think you have a months of experience. No, you might have a few days, really, because you maybe just put in some hours. If you're putting like 5 hours a week on the charts, you're gonna have 20 hours a month of actual experience in the markets. Time put in. Because you're not trading every day when you're on the chart, like, right? So that should make you realize, like, how much more time you need to put in. Because, like, yeah, like a month, like, some people think they put in more time than they actually do. Like, you put a couple hours a week. You don't have I have days of experience. I've been on the charts for days. I have days of experience. Weeks of experience. Months of experience. Some of you guys have hours of experience. Enough that you could count. Like, and be like, oh, I have like 50 hours really I've put in. So it's like your days add up and hours you put in. I have days of experience in this skill set. Gotta take that in consideration. The time you put in is important. Gold, just damn shorty. Yeah. Yeah, it's just continuing. Damn shorty. 45 held. Yeah, here, like, you're breaking above here. So it's probably gonna come back to like 50 area. Yeah, she doesn't want to give us the big pullback. That's okay. Probably going to do something like this now, more of like a continuation. Like I was saying, see, forward thinking, I'm pretty good at that stuff. Why am I good at, like, forward thinking? Because the amount of times I've done it and seen my results play out and practiced. Yeah, you might get something like that. Continuations above 50. We might be trying to hold that 4,050 level. Couple days, guys. November 12th, 13th, and 15th. Doing a free masterclass training session. Well, sessions. It's a 3-day workshop, so make sure you guys tune in. This is the last ever training I do to the public. I'm kidding. But this is the first ever masterclass that I've done. It's free. All you got to do is register in my Telegram. I'll put the link actually here for you guys. Here, I'll put the link here. Here's the link if you guys want to register for the masterclass. I'll put it in the chat right now. Bam, 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 bam. There's the link. So 3-day masterclass coming up in a few days. Pretty much like towards the end of the week. Continuations possibly on gold. This guy says this takes 20 hours. Eh? Reading isn't gonna make you a skill set. That's one thing I'll tell you. You can watch all the freaking videos. You can read all the books on trading. Fuck this guy. This guy talking about how he has 50,000 readers every month that read. Yeah, reading's good. Yeah, but like trading's trading's a hands-on experience. You gotta practice it. Like, I'm not gonna read reading. I'm not gonna read how to reading. Like, fuck that guy. Trying to make everyone lazy nowadays. Thinking there's an easier way out. No, you gotta put in the work, yo. You gotta put in the work. Reading's great. Yeah, reading will give you the knowledge, the information. It'll inform you. But then, like, what happens when you apply that knowledge in trading and you hit a stop loss? that's a lot of self-taught stuff there, right? What happens when you blow an account? Like, fucking reading a book's not gonna. Yeah, this is bullshit to me. I get it, but it's probably some use of AI as well, like AI with this is published May 2013. Yeah, fuck this guy. He has 50,000 readers every month though in his thing, so hey. Now reading will obviously help you acquire like knowledge for the skill set. Well, like I know how to kick a soccer ball, but I'm not like I know the idea of kicking a soccer ball. Or I can see people shooting basketballs, but I suck because I don't do that. Like, it's experience. It's experience that's gonna make you like a better trader. Time. This must be about some BS. Debunking. There's people debunking the 10,000 hour rule. You might get a retest of $4,050 could get retested because we're breaking above it. It looks like there's still bullish momentum, yeah. It looks like the bullish momentum is still kicking, like still sticking. Might get a retest of this level here. That's sort of, someone said if it just keeps going into buys earlier, like it's literally doing what I said. It's breaking out and it's gonna pull back. $4,050. I mean, if you look, this is a 5-minute we're looking at, so you could look for a potential retest of 4,050. Might just go up there. 4,050 possible retest. Yep. Look at that. It's gonna probably pull back to 50. You'll get a pullback to 50 area, maybe 52, 50 area. This area that I did. Look for a pullback. We'll probably get a retest in this area, bounce back up. That's looking like the setup now. And still, what I said when I got on, the bigger, you never know. We could still get the bigger pullback. It doesn't have to happen tonight. It could, you never know, freaking 2 days from now, we could be down here and have that pullback move. Yeah, 4,050 possible retest. But like I said, you never know. We could still, maybe later on in the week, revisit this area. But yeah, like I said, for now, I just broke out of these highs, 4,050. If you're looking at gold on the 5-minute chart right now, you know, we're probably going to come back to like here. That 4,050, 4,052 area. Pull back to that. Possible bounce reaction off that. I could see that as a possible move. I'm out though. We'll be on tomorrow. But like I got Inner Circle tomorrow. What's going on over there, buddy? Remember the master class? It's a couple days, guys. I put the link in the chat. Make sure you guys register. It's going to be a good call. I'm going over a lot of key info on that call. Gold might come down to retest the 50 though, from the looks of it. Maybe there's a bounce off there. If the bounce doesn't hold, then let's wait for that. Let's wait for that bigger move. If the bounce doesn't hold, let's still wait for that. If that bounce doesn't hold, just be patient, wait for that bigger move down on gold. Like I was talking about tonight for like a break and retest, continuations up. All right. But y'all, I'm out. We'll be on tomorrow. I just realized my headphones are on my head. Yeah. Inner Circle tomorrow. If you guys are in the Inner Circle, check out the calendar. Calendar is full for the rest of the month. Make sure you guys go to the calendar. I don't know why when I'm on this website, it does nothing loads, but yeah. That's weird. Everything but trading view. Usually it's the opposite. Usually trading view is slow. This time it's everything but trading view. But yeah, if you're in the Inner Circle, there it is. Check out the calendar. It's full for the rest of the month. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. I'll be live tomorrow. Peace out. Keep an eye on gold, folks. We need to catch... Damn. Mother... Son of a mother's lover. Son of a mother's lover. Anyone ever watch Coach Hines back in the day? That's Coach Hines right there. Son of a mother's lover. Damn, fucking Coach Hines. That's what I'm watching tonight. I'm watching Coach Hines tonight. Fucking Yamanashi. Fucking Yamanashi. Hearing this after 6 years and I only have 100 out. Nah, you can't tell me that. That's the thing, like that's where the message hits. See what someone just said in the chat? That we're not ending now. We're about to talk for another hour now, all right? Take the headphones off. All right, now we're going to school. Let me get the book out. Where's my book? Where's my shit? All right, we'll do that another day. We'll save that for another day. We'll save that for another day. Cause how long is it? It's been 2 hours. Oh yeah, shit. I've been on for like 2 hours. Son of a mother's lover. What are you doing, Yamanashi? Well, we call it the compound effect, right? Think of a video game. A video game, I've played video games. I was playing frickin' COD 4 when it came out. M40A3. ACOG scope. That game was... But think about like a video game. The more hours, like, the more you play, the better you get, right? The more you understand. But it's also the compound effect. Like, this is the thing, like, some people think they're traders for day. Like I've gone up to people. Like the first time I said this to people was when I was at an event, and someone came up to me and they're like, "Evan," they were like, "I've been trading for like 5 months, man, and I put so much time, put in 5 months," and I'm like, I laughed at them. I said, 5 months. I laughed. It was like a kid. To me, it was like a kid. He was probably like 20 years old, 19 years old. He's like, bro, I put in like 5 months in the market. It was I was in Germany. There was an 800 people event. I spoke in front of 800 people. And kid comes up to me. He's like, bro, I've put in all this time and I just don't get it. I'm like, how much time have you put in? He's like, bro, I put 4 months, 5 months. Like, dude, I'm like, I laughed. I was like, you put in 4 or 5 months, eh? So I looked at him, and so I was like, so you've put a couple days into the market, right? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, bro, you have a few days of experience. You don't have 4 months of experience. I asked him, how many hours do you put in a day? He's like, bro, well, with work and school, I might study a couple times a week. And I'm like, so there you go. Like, you don't have that much time. You probably really don't have as much time as you think you do. Just because you learned about trading 6 months ago, and you've been involved in the market, you're in your telegrams, you're in your Zoom calls, you're on your whatever, your groups, doesn't mean you're actually gaining experience. You're just in something, you're involved, right? You know about the market. But there's a difference between the guy who's putting in 3 to 5 hours a day, trading, studying, backtesting, watching, reviewing, learning, journaling, winning, losing, coming back from losses, gaining perseverance through our own experiences. There's a difference between that person and the person who's like, maybe a couple hours a week, right? Like a hobby. Some people, like, that's a hobby. A hobby is like my video games. I play my video games as a hobby, right? 6 years, 100 hours, that's not a lot, bro. I could do 100 hours in 2 months, right? Like, that's not a lot. I could do 100 hours in like a year. Think about it. Do the math. Like, if you put 2 to 3 hours a day, right? Compound that, you're gonna be anywhere from like 60 to 84 hours in a month. 3 hours, you're above 80, right? We went over that. 21 hours a week. So you have to start with small things to the bigger picture. I'm not trying to call you out, side you out, because I just saw what you put in the chat, but I'm sure there's other people who are in the same situation as you that aren't being as open about it. So kudos to you for coming out like that, because I'm sure what you just shared is going to help other people too realize, damn, fuck, I'm kind of in the same boat where I haven't actually put in that much time. I've done 11 years. Think about the hours I said I've done after 11 years. Hey, so I mean, I would say, because there's different types of people, and I have a video in my inner circle. I think it's in the first steps where I talk about I think it's this video. This video, I talk about like a game plan. So plan 1. I have two, like, if you're, because I understand where most of you guys are at. Most of you guys don't have 7 figures, right? Maybe some of you guys are trying to get to your first 6 figures in the bank or something like that, right? So these plans are towards the people who have jobs or in school. Plan 1 is limited time. If you have an hour a day or less. And then I have a plan 2 I think I have plan 2 and 3. Another plan that's like more time. So first steps video, if you're in my inner circle, watch the first steps video, because There's a thing where I talk about plan 1 or plan 2. Plan 1 and plan 2. I'm pretty sure you're in my inner circle. I think you just joined. Your name looks familiar. Unity. Yeah, your name looks familiar. I have a good photographic memory. Now, if you're in the inner circle, you could take plan 2, plan 1, and you could, I made it as minimal for time. Plan 1 is 1 hour or less. Plan 2 is if you have 2 hours a day or more. But you could change it to your, your discretion, where you're at in your life. Because I just made this as basic as I could for someone who has 1 hour a day or less, or someone who has 2 hours a day plus, maybe around that. I didn't make it for someone like me who can just kind of wake up whenever they want and this. I made it for someone who might have a schedule or limited time. Yeah, gold's super bullish. Government shutdown's coming, someone said. It's the longest government shutdown in history, yeah. Stimulus checks are coming. America's about to print. Stimulus check, except for high paid people. Everyone's gonna get, except for high income earners. Probably a certain tax bracket. So the 1% won't get the freaking stimulus, but the majority is gonna get a stimulus. Or stimulus checks. What is it, $2,000 apparently? Now, last time this happened was in COVID. Anyone, the $1,200 stimulus checks in COVID? Those would be worth, if you put those in Bitcoin, they would be worth $26,000 right now. If you put your stimulus check in Bitcoin instead of maybe whatever, living, surviving, food, you'd have $26,000 if you put it in Bitcoin right now, or 24 to 26. Y'all, there's a whole thing here about Trump and his stimulus. Trump weighs giving Americans $2,000 from tariff revenue in bid for support. If the cutoff is 100,000, 150 million adults would qualify. 300 billion. So if the cutoff, in terms of how much you make, if the cutoff, they don't know what the cutoff, if it won't be for high net worth or high income individuals. No, there would be a cutoff for how much you make. If kids qualify, that grows. If kids. And the guy wants to do a 50-year mortgage, eh? I guess he thinks everyone's going to live until they're 100 now. 50-year mortgages. I guess everyone's going to live till 100, eh? 70? Paying your mortgage off till you're 70 now, or... How are your kids going to get your houses now? The banks are going to own your houses forever now, unless you pay your mortgage off. What if you don't pay your mortgage off and you die? What if you pass away? What if... There's a lot of things my brain goes to with that 50-year mortgage thing. Some people think it's a blessing, but I don't know. Some people are like, yeah. It's wait. Then how do you pass your generations? How they it's if you're still, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it right now. Maybe tomorrow. He wants to do a 50-year mortgage, which interesting to me. But yo, we're out. Tune in this week. I'll see you guys there. I put the link in the chat.